Manchester United, England's most successful club. The Red Devils boast 13 different Premier League titles, 12 FA Cups and 3 Champions Leagues. You could even say a perfect club. Wrong! Ever since Fergie's retirement in 2013, things have gone south for United and are projected to get even worse. A host of managerial talent has tried and failed to turn this juggernaut around. But now, for 2 weeks only, the responsibility falls on the shoulders of this man to steer United to one more Premier League title. Can it be done? Well, strap yourself in, folks. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Hello, folks. Welcome back to yet another Football Manager 2020 episode with Manchester United, the return of glory, or whatever we've called it. I don't even know. Things are bubbling up nicely for us out in the league, and also in Europe as well, as we've made progress, both domestically and abroad. We're going to take on Spurs and Crystal Palace today in a bit of a double header. But let's bring you up to date on what you've missed since the last one, and that last one was, where were we? I think it was the Arsenal-Chelsea one, is that correct? So, we took on Southampton down at their place, and we actually only could manage a draw, which was very disappointing, 2-2 in the end. Danny Ings actually got the opening goal, bit of a mistake from our defence, and a beautiful dinklage over the keeper there. We got ourselves back into it in the second half. Cheeky wee back heel there, Wan-Bissaka comes out to Pogba, and you know what he does from that angle. Or that distance, that range, he just rifles into the top bins. And then what I thought was going to be the winner was through Madison. Bit of a range on that one as well. 2-1, looking good. But it wasn't until the last few minutes. Another defensive howler by Wan-Bissaka this time. Sets up Ings and he rifles at home. 2-2. Meanwhile, kicked on further once again in the Premier League as we brought it back to Old Trafford. We beat Everton 2-0. Bit of a rotated squad on this one, I think. Yeah, a few bodies, but Milic was there prodding on home on the 34th minute to make it 1-0. Martial from the spot doesn't usually miss, but he put it down in the bottom left-hand corner for 2-0. As we switch gears over to Europe, it was the Zlatan show. The big Swede scored his first goal since returning to United in a much changed level. Look at this. Simple pick-up. Keeper had no chance. Zlatan, he knows where the back of the net is. Though we took on former Premier League winners Leicester City on their own turf, winning 4-1. Well, Dan James opened up the scoring on around 15th minute. Shaw with the cross. Rifled home, bottom right-hand corner. But up steps Harvey Barnes to make it all square. Nice little breakaway here. Smashes that home. De Gea, no chance. And then towards the back end of this game, we turned a screw and find the winner. Well, the most important goal, which was our second. It was headed home by Milic to make it 2-1. And then Martial, I think, got himself 2 goals here. Penalty spot for 3. And then right at the death here, 90th minute, Wan-Bissaka loops it over. Martial slices it home. We have lost Rashford through injury for a little bit. So Martial will get some more game time, I'm sure. And then most recently, we wrapped up against AZ Alkmaar in the Europa League. And again, it was the Zlatan show. Fred got the first goal, courtesy of a free kick. Ben Arthur's positioning, or I don't know, cross, whatever it is, headed home by Fred. And then Zlatan on around about the 68th minute. Great control by the man, puts it on home as a professional. Look at him, over the moon. First goal back at Old Trafford. Looking good right now. So today we are taking on Crystal Palace, but first we're going to go to Tottenham in this fancy pants new stadium. We've also got Benfica in the Europa League. We're going to probably sidestep there until it gets to hopefully to the latter stages, because I think tomorrow's episode we'll do Liverpool and Man City. We'll sidestep the Brighton game, because that's what really matters at the moment. Is we are unbeaten still, which is unbelievable. I've never had an unbeaten season, I don't think. I don't know if I'm going to get it, because the 2 probably most difficult games of our season still to be played, and it will be tomorrow. Man City are above us at the moment. They've played 1 game more, 2 points more than us at the moment. But Liverpool kind of off the pace a little bit, but they have 2 games in hand. Win both of those, and they'll be up to 66 points. It's a 4-horse race at the moment. Tottenham are the elephant in the room. Can they get into the top 4? I don't think so, but they're going to give it a try. And we're going to see what they got on in their locker today as we go to their fancy pants new stadium. We beat them earlier in the campaign. I'm losing my words here. But can we do the double over them? We'll have to wait and see. I've already picked the lineup, so we're going to go with De Gea, Shaw, Lindelof, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Pogba, McTominay, Martial on the left, James on the right, Maddison and Milic up top. Zlatan's on the bench, as is Lingard, who's moaning and wants to go on alone. Yeah, but hopefully we've got what it takes to continue our amazing season. Quick look at the Tottenham lineup. We have Lloris between six rows at left back for Tongan, Felipe, Walker-Peters across the back four. Odomine is in the middle of the park. Christian Eriksen, I think he's off to Napoli in the summer. Sissoko, Lo Celso, Kane and Son Heung-min. Alderweireld, Lucas Moura and Sessegnon amongst others on the bench. Don't mind me, gonna have a bit of my brew, skis. It is early morning for me. I need a bit of caffeine running through my bones. Corner here for United. Fired in. Headed towards goal. Martial gets the final touch. Milic had the power behind it, but Martial is a bit of VAR. He might have been offside. It looks like it had been binned off. Chance again, though, for United. Maddison crosses. Pogba's effort this time goes over the bar. So Martial's goal nicked off there. Bit harsh, but probably right. Walker-Peters now for Spurs. Pulls it back for Ramos. Does that say Ramos? It is Ramos. All the way back to the keeper, Lloris. Punted it forward. Picked up by McTominay out to James. Uses his buddy, Wan-Bissaka. Keep on moving. Can he do? No, switches play to the left-hand side. Martial collects it now to James. Pumping forward. Get across in, boys. They do. Oh, Martial with excellent coverage there. Or ground, should I say. Try to put it on home, but unfortunately, no bueno. So, obviously, I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but if we beat Man City and Liverpool, or at least draw with them, I think we're going to be definitely in that conversation for Premier League champions. I don't want to get ahead of myself right now. I know we've done an absolute bits to go this far without hicking up, and I don't want to put the commentator's curse on us. But I'm hoping we can show some passion, boys. Made a couple of changes up top. James has picked up an injury. Can matey boy Maddison, he can look on the left. Lingard will have to switch over. Maddison over there, you go. And on comes Van der Beek. It's not what I wanted to see. Should we crank it up a notch? Try and go for the winner last 10 minutes. No real highlights in this second half anyway. Probably 2 points dropped for us. Sorry, folks. Bit of a bore draw. 0-0. We did pepper them. We dominated possession. We dominated shots. But ultimately, yeah, nothing to shout for it. Yep, so not the fantastic result I was hoping for to go back to the top of the league. But it continues our amazing, Arsenal fans wouldn't like this one, but continues our amazing season. And they've actually just slipped up to Sheffield United, which is a bit of a shocker for them. So they could be potentially out of the race for this Premier League. Next up for us, though, Crystal Palace. Is it a formality? We'll have a go, shall we? Okay, folks, next up for us, it is the visitors, Crystal Palace, who come to Old Trafford to take us on with our amazing season so far. Manchester City, though, have opened up a bit of a gap between ourselves in second spot and them in top spot. 4 points now. So a win today, we will not go top. But we could close in on just the 1 point, and then it'll leave us into a bit of an exciting build-up as we count down to those games against Liverpool and Man City in the month of April. We've got a bit of a hectic schedule in the meantime with games against Wolves, Benfica, and West Ham. So yeah, Palace. We've played Palace twice this season already. Must have been. So take a look back actually. Yep, I do remember it. It was a draw in the league last time out at Selhurst Park, but we did beat them in the Carabao Cup last time around. So that was my full strength 11 that could only muster a point, and then I did rotate the squad, I believe, for the second one, which picked up the victory. Martial got himself a couple. So let's have a little look at the team. I think I'm going to go with as it was. I'll just check on their fitness, make sure there's no glaring areas. Now they're all on about 96-97%, so we'll allow it and go with it. So it's De Gea, Shaw, Lindelof, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Pogba, McTominay, Martial on the left, James on the right, Maddison and Milic up top. So will it be third time lucky for Crystal Palace? They've got Guiata between the sticks, Van Aanholt, Tompkins, Cahill is there, Kelly as well, Riedelwald in that supporting role, Schlupp at the left, Traore on the right. When did this happen? 13.5 million, bit of a pickup. Max Meyer, Camarasa, and Ayew up top. Quite a good bench as well when you look at Benteke, Townsend, and MacArthur too. So here we go. Can we get back to winning ways? Or are we going to fall further off the pace? Again, we should remain in at least second spot right now, but Liverpool have those interesting games in hand, which could push us further down the table. Chance here, though, for United. Martial with a mazy run. Back inside to Maddison. Wan-Bissaka. Whips across and it's decent. Headed clear as far as Pogba. Keeps it going with Shaw now. Martial. Pogba. Lovely. Milic back to Pogba over the top for Wan-Bissaka. Can he get across in against his former club? He does. Milic heads towards goal. It's just wide. A whisker wide. Crystal Palace, though, peppering the goal with a interesting set piece, long looping effort. Tompkins with the header. A couple of early yellow cards for United. We've got to watch that. Come on, boys. This is a big, massive opportunity for us. If we blow this, we're going to be in a bit of pickle. And here comes Crystal Palace. VAR, the son of a bitch. VAR, the son of a bitch. Has he been red carded? Great save, De Gea. I just saw my my Invincibles record going out the window there through a Wan-Bissaka penalty. Still not over yet. Get rid, and away we go. Half time. Okay, we're gonna go and adopt more of a steady approach. What my boys looking like? Where's my creative outlet? McTominay, you're coming off. There's too many yellow cards knocking about. Delo, I also think the occasion's getting better than you. So taking two of the yellows off, we'll go. Chance here perhaps for United. Pogba to Maddison. He's under a bit of pressure. Back to Lindelof, who squares it or pushes it out wide to Delo. James and Delo linking up a little bit now. Van der Beek getting involved. Pogba pushes forward. Here comes Shaw. Back to Pogba. Inside they go. Nice little intricate passing. Whips a cross in. It's a good, interesting header, but it just goes wide. So Delo's picked up a yellow as well, which is, concerning, because considering if Wan-Bissaka would have been there, would he have made the same tackle? I don't know. Chance here again for United. Shaw whips a cross in, comes out to a Crystal Palace man. Benteke is on the field now. What can he do? So is Townsend. Push back to the keeper. Might have been a bit of an error, but can we get onto the end of this? It's a bit of a loose ball. No, we can't. Benteke out to Maya. To Camarasa. Crystal Palace going to be my bogey team. I can feel it. Traore. 66 minutes on the clock. We need to find something, guys. Hound them. Yes, we go. Pogba breaks. Come on. Use your man. Or just go for it yourself. How is it towards goal? The keeper parries it out for a corner. Show some passion. And let's go for it. Let's go for it now. Lindelof, Maddison, Martial, Van der Beek from range. Nope. We've not been that good today, if I'm honest with you. Spurs game has been a bit of a dud. This one's been a bit of a dud. You know what? It's times like these that you need a big man to come on the field. Zlatan. So do you. Do it. Bacardi Coke. Do it. 10 minutes to go. Down the right hand side. Delo pulls it back to somebody. Can't see it. Long range effort. I think it was Van der Beek. Corner. Maddison takes it. Flies it in. Headed partially clear. And here comes Crystal Palace. 9 minutes on the clock. We are still attacking. Bundled over. We might get... Do not send anybody off. I've tried my best. Last couple minutes. 4 minutes of stoppage time. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, folks. It looks like it's going to be back-to-back 0-0s, which is not great. It's not championship winning. It's not title winning form, this, folks. 2 0-0s, especially one at Old Trafford. We did get lucky with the penalty miss. Could this be our downfall? Okay, folks, so let's take a grand look at this Premier League title race here. We are 3 points adrift of Manchester City. We do take them on. We have a slightly better goal difference than them. So a win in that game, in that regard, we would go above them. Obviously, we need to win those games prior to those, and that includes Liverpool. Now, Liverpool have 3 games in hand on us, which would be 9 points if they won. If they were to win the 9 points, they would go to 72 points on the board, so which would be level on Manchester City. Now, if we were to beat them in that game as well, that would take, that would also, I don't know, I'm all over the place here. I'm all over the place. Let's do with the Plats. What is Man City's schedule? Do they have to play Liverpool? They must. They must have to play Liverpool. They have to play Arsenal, United, Chelsea. So they're running. It's not that hard. They drew with Liverpool away. And they beat them in their own place. So pressure's on us. To be honest with you, if I was a better man, I'd say we ain't going to do it. If we don't win the title and we come through it without a loss, you know what? That's not bad. That's not a bad end product there. But it would also be a major disappointment to go unbeaten and still not win the league. Anyway, folks, this season is wrapping up, and because I'm maybe a couple of days ahead of you, I'm giving you the chance now to say, hey, why don't you take a look at these guys for the next season? Because we're gonna come back for at least one more season with Manchester United, and I want you to put your transfer suggestions in now. So get them in there so I can take a look at them over the next couple of days. I'm not going to be making any signings until this season comes to a close, but if you put anything interesting in there that's doable, affordable, and has to have an instant impact. We're not looking for a Haaland who will be a striker, a decent striker in 2 years' time, 3 years' time. We're looking for instant impact. Somebody did say Bruno Fernandes earlier. I'll take a look at that one. But if you've got anything else, pump it in the old comment section down below. Until I see you again, which will be tomorrow, same time, same place. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you did, smash that thumbs up. If you're new, smash the subscribe. Football Manager 2020 videos every single day. I've got a whole flipping agenda of videos for this game. So hopefully it tickles your fancy. If not, let me know, because then maybe I don't have to put all my energy into it. Till then, thumbs up, subscribe. I'm out. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.